Good morning, everyone. I am Jean de la Serna, and the title of my topic is Implementing Practice Variety. And implementing practice variety is an important instruction planning decision in determining how to provide practice variety during practice session for learning skills. The first step is making this decision is to assess the characteristic of the future situation which is the learner will perform as skills. This is important that as before you make a practice, you have a plan to what is your need to improve. If as a coach, you need to see what is you need to improve on that player. For example, there's a table of this. For example, the practice and test schedule. For free test, in this day you need to perform 40 free throws and 20 sets of 2 shots. And the second is the second practice is 40 free throws per day blocks or 10 shots. That's why you need to set your time or schedule of what you need to improve on that day and find what is the improvement of the player. That's why you need to make planning to that a plan that on the first day you need to free throw on that line, and the second day you need to you have an improvement to practice the basic skills of the students or a player. And you see the result if there is the improvement of the student, the improvement of the players of his practice. The verifying practice context. It's important to keep in mind that when people perform skill, they do in the context that have identifiable characteristics as we discussed in chapter 1 and proposed by Gentle 2000. Movement must directly conform to a specific feature of environment context which is called regulatory condition, whereas other future non-regulatory conditions have to influence or only the direct influence of movement's characteristic. For example, if this is some regulatory condition that influence a person walking behavior are different when you walk on a concrete sidewalk than when you walk in the ice on the sand. This is an example. For example, the player is you're having difference if you walk in an example is this in when you walk in a road, then you know that road is only plain and no barriers. But if you can walk in the ice or in the sun, is there is something that can be meron siyang bagong kuan sa katawan niya kasi iba kasi yung maglakad ka doon sa walang barrier sa doon sa ice. Kasi yung ice you need a balance kasi if you cannot balance is baka madulas. In the sand naman is pag maglalakad ka sa sand is you need to force your feet kasi lulubog yun sa sand. Kaya this is you need kasi importante talaga to nga importante siya para makuan yung katawan mo mabago yung mayroong bagong matutunan yung katawan mo kasi iba yung maglakad lang ka sa kasi iba yung maglakad lang sa kanang simple lang kaysa sa doon sa katulad sa basketball. Sa basketball is sa court is takbo ka lang takbo, okay lang yun kasi is patag naman. Kasi if you trying to basketball in the sun, it's different because you cannot hindi mo yun mapatalbog yung bola kasi sun yun. And pag bumalik ka nandoon sa court, makita mo may changes yun sa sa physical ability mo, kasi parang mas gumaan yung katawan mo maglaro kasi nasanay ka dun sa sun. At next is verifying practice condition for closed skills. Already discussed in chapter 1. Closed skill can be subdivided into whether or not the skills involve interstitial variety, which concerns that regulatory condition remaining the same of the context trial, just as for shooting free throws in basketball, or different as a goal further step making decision about what the varying in the practice of the closed skills in determining whatever or not skills involve internal variety the regulatory condition in the last situation. Example is a variatory condition for closed skills. Dito yung sinabi ko kanina na closed skills is yun yung mayroong matutunan yung may bago kang kuan sa katawan mo. Like for example, sa basketball, first I talk about kanina kasi you play in the basketball, first you shot in the free throw, and the second day you shoot in the 3 points until you improvement of your shooting. That's why, and the other example is a golf. The first you shot in yung sa malapit lang, and then until nag-anam siya until na hanggang sa malayo na siya, ganyan, kasi marunong ka nang bumalance, ganyan bitaw. Marunong ka nang mo-balance yun sa may improvement sa katawan mo. Example of this close motor skills is verifying the regulatory condition by practicing on different climbing walls will increase a climber capacity to step to a new situation. Like this, as a climber, as a climber, diba? Noong una, yung akyat ka lang sa bundok, simple lang kasi hindi naman mahirap kasi may daan, ganyan. Pero as you climb, just a climber, or yung paakyat ka talaga na may stones, yung nagpa-practice ka, kasi ma-develop yung hands, feet coordination mo, kasi it's difficult to climb na kanang mahirap kasi yung gawin kasi ang iniisip mo malalaglag ka, ganyan. Pero that's why kailangan ng mind, kailangan sa katawan, sa kamay, sa lahat ng parte ng katawan is mag-coordinate siya para magawa mo yon, para hindi ka mahulog. And that is makuha na yun, diyan mo matutunan that sa next activity is simple na lang gawin, kasi kaya ko nga yung climber na ang hirap nun, ganyan, umakyat ako ng ang hirap, kasi pag tumingin ka sa baba matatakot ka kasi malalaglag ka, ganyan. Kasi maglalaro ka ng basketball, mas ma-feel mo na yung ang gaan ng katawan mo, ganyan. May changes sa physical. And next is, this is a table example of verifying practice condition for two types of closed skills. The two types goals using is an iron. The goal is to succeed may shoot with the 7 iron during a golf match. Muna siya example sa close motor skills. Regulatory conditions that remain constant in match. And the second is a condition that can be where the faraway distance repel shot, location, or a ball. And tingnan nyo, may changes siya, diba? In the first, ganyan ang ginawa niya. Then the second is ganito, ganyan. May changes na sa katawan niya. Sa basketball naman, the goal is a shoot to throw, succeed in the basketball games. Nag-shoot lang siya. Simple nga shoot, and regularly condition that remains constant in games. Basketball height, basketball distance from the throw line, basketball characteristic, and may changes na nga, ganyan. Iba-iba na yung ginagawa niya para, yung sinabi ko kanina, para ma-improve, para mas mabilis lang, magaan na yung katawan mo. If you practice, the condition should include a many non-curricular condition as possible to be similar to those that could be experienced in a game. Kasi pag maglalaro ka na, malaman mo yung maglaro ka ng ganito, iba-iba, kasi pagdating ng tunay na laro, magagamit mo talaga yun kasi iba-iba na yung, kasi iba yung mga kalaban mo, na yung kalaban mo is magaling ganyan, ikaw na nag-practice na is marunong ka na, ganito yung gawin ko, ganyan. And susunod is a verifying practice condition for open skills. Each performance of an open skills is unique because in each performance of the skill, certain characteristics are new to performer. That is, a perform a skills that person must produce certain movements that he or she has not made before and exactly the same manner situation requires. Open motor skills is yung gumawa siya ng other movements or mga nag-perform siya mga other things na hindi niya nagawa noon. Kasi for example, you have not tried to shot in the basketball in half court. That's why you try it. You practice until you succeed to shot the ball. Like Stephen Curry, he can shoot the ball in the half court, and he practice discover niya talaga yon sa self niya, nagpractice siya para pagdating ng panahon ma-develop yon, magaling ka na, hindi mo na kailangan pang hindi ako marunong mag-shoot, ganyan. Kaya ka mag-practice learn new things para pagdating ng panahon alam mo na kung ano ang gagawin nun. And that's all my report. Thank you everyone, and do you have any follow-up question for me? Thank you for listening.